Welcome back to This or That with Kobe and Jatt. I have very special news today.
Yeah.
7 slides.
Hey!
And I practiced holding up the correct number of fingers. I thought maybe I could do this, but then this was more natural.
You don't tell them that you practice it.
Yeah.
You just gotta be like off the cuff.
Apparently I messed it up last time, so I had to make sure I wouldn't do it again.
Let's get right into it then, because 7 is a lot. Slide number 1.
We have to be efficient with our time. Who will win? This or That, Clutch Gaming,
Straight
or
prediction.
100 Thieves? Straight prediction. I think this game is on Sunday. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because Clutch Gaming is 2-2. They look great on Saturdays, bad on Sundays. And 100 Thieves.
Take that into account.
Yeah, this is a Sunday game. Remember that. And 100 Thieves was shaky in week 1 with a 2-0, but then in week 2 looked great against TL and then pretty bad against Cloud9.
So I'm immediately looking at like individual matchups and how we're gonna get through this one. Someday in the top lane versus solo. Like that to me is one of those kind of game intro matchups that you want to talk about, because that is gonna be highly anticipated. Very high expectations for Someday and trying to kind of gain an advantage from the top side. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I think in the top side, Someday didn't really steamroll people when he's up against weaker top laners, unlike someone like Huni, but he's still very effective. And I actually still favor 100 Thieves in this one. Almost position for position. Like, even though Lyra has been very high in the awards voted in the last year, I think he's looked pretty questionable in a lot of his games. So better record, as well as I think better matchups almost across the board. I'm gonna predict 100 Thieves.
So another thing for 100 Thieves, and despite just the skill of the players that we're looking at, I really liked the coordination, the way they're attacking the game. Prawley said he wants his players to play an annoying play style, and I think they have been successful in doing that.
If you can annoy your opponent in League of Legends, it's great, as long as you're not annoying your teammates. Slide number 2.
Just tilt them.
Yeah, This or That, better casting duo, Huni and Sneaky, or Midos and Afro.
I didn't
get both of them.
I haven't seen this one yet.
Okay, so this is the LCS Lounge stream that happens during Game 5 on Saturdays. It happens every single Saturday. Free host to both of them. I thought they were both hilarious for different reasons. So Midos and Afromu, Midos has like an amazing dry humor, and Huni was just going nuts for like yelling for random things. I was probably more entertained by Huni and Sneaky. Maybe that was the novelty of it, but I'm gonna go with this.
I have only seen this one,
So you have to go
so
with
I'm
that.
honestly I would actually just default to your judgment.
Damn, thank you for the trust.
Because I did watch this one though, and it was good. A lot of it was also how Freak got himself into some awkward moments. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like this stream. It's actually really fun. Slide number 3, better for competitive, unsealed spellbook or multiple viable keystones.
So this is a joke question. The answer is always going to be that
It's all of the-
you'd rather have multiple.
Well, apparently, you're not allowed to have unsealed spellbook if you have everything else.
So
Still take everything else.
yeah.
Like, if everyone had unsealed spellbook, that would just be awful.
All right, let's
Next
keep rolling.
slide. We're
Let's
done.
keep
We're done.
rolling.
That was we should have had 6 slides today. Bigger carry, Dardock, or Huni for Echo Fox.
Ooh. So Huni's been getting targeted really heavily. The
Yeah.
last couple of games, they tried to kill him a lot. GP is definitely one you want to try and camp and get early kills on. So Dardock has stepped up huge as the front line on the team. As far as carry player though, I would still go with Huni, even though with last week's performances, Dardock was such a big part of those games.
I think it depends on the context. Bigger carry in week 2 was Dardock. But I think Huni's the bigger carry if I just building a roster around him. Huni's gonna be the larger force, but both of them played great. Next slide, This or That. Golden Guardians, hopeful or hopeless?
I really dislike this time of year where we're at the very beginning and the
You've
team
lost 4 games in 2 weeks.
we're starting to see players tweet out sad things where they're like, we had a rough start, trying to keep on, trying to keep our heads up and that type of stuff. So I will always go with hopeful because it breaks my heart to see these players. I'm friends with like most players in the entire league, and it's everybody.
All right.
There has to be.
Weren't you supposed to be like chaotic good or something?
Yeah.
So that's why you're hopeful. I'll give you some reasons to be hopeful, Kobe. High's been a pro for 6 years. Loco's been a coach at the World Championships. They had big goal leads in both their games last week. There's hope.
Keep it coming.
They
Let's
can
go.
win some games. They're not going to win the split. I mean, if the question was win the split, it'll be hopeless. But they can win some games. Thank you for the positivity. We all need a little of that in our day. Next slide. Bigger impact, Ezreal/Klepto nerfs or Nunu buffs?
The Klepto nerfs are interesting because it's hard to really get a feel for it after just a few games since they didn't give exact numbers on the reduction in probability.
Yeah.
And since it is due to probability, it's random. Like my sample size of a couple games of testing it to see how it feels could be skewed on one end of the scale. So that was hard to, kind of get a feel for. The flat damage nerfs to Ezreal's Q early on, those are substantial and you're gonna feel those, but this buff was insane. It took him like 10% up.
Exactly, and I think that's pretty much all you need to do to answer the question. Like we've seen, I go to Lolalytics all the time to look at the win rates they have available. Ezreal went down like 2 or 3%. Nunu went up like 8. He went up way more. A bigger impact is the Nunu buffs if you are a Nunu player.
Easy.
Nice. I think that was 6.
It, okay.
I think this is 7.
Oh!
Yeah. This is joke slide. Who misses 2017 more, TSM fans or COG fans? What part of 2017 are we talking about? I think is the important one as well.
Ooh. Honestly,
specifically the rosters. Do you miss Biofrost, Fenskaren, and Doublelift, or do you miss Ash?
I think the TSM fans, because they've been pretty brutal this year, and there's very high expectations for this team. A lot of them were specifically Doublelift fans, and him being removed from the team was huge. Whereas Afromu seems to have like a very good parting with CLG. All the videos, he's like, I'll be friends with these guys forever. I love this team. They're hugging after the games. And it didn't feel like that bad of a breakup, I guess.
And also, you have to take the baseline of the fans' expectations. Like, TSM has won 6 titles in 5 years. I had to count them again. COG's got 2, but they were over a year ago. Like, COG is used to sucking sometimes. Like, it's fine to start the split bad if you're a COG fan, because eventually they'll get better. Whereas that's not very common for TSM fans. It's happened like once when they got Yellow Star for the split. So,
but they are used to losing the first games of their matches.
Best of 3s, and now that's over. So look out, guys. Okay, that'll do it for this or that. We're done. Fast intros, fast outros, efficient time.